In a world where African headlines are often dominated by reports of instability, terrorism, and foreign intervention, something new is unfolding in the Sahel region. The Alliance of Sahel States, commonly referred to as the AES, and consisting of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, has now partnered with military contingents from Chad and Togo in a historic show of unity. These nations recently launched joint military exercises that are far more than a tactical drill. They represent a powerful shift in how African countries view their own capacity for security, sovereignty, and mutual defense. For decades, the Sahel has battled an unrelenting wave of insecurity. Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger have been particularly hard hit by violence from jihadist groups affiliated with Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State. These groups have torn communities apart, displaced millions, and undermined economic and political stability. Historically, such crises would prompt the region to look outward for support from Western allies, former colonial powers, or international military coalitions. But a turning point has arrived. These countries are now asserting that true peace must come from within. They are choosing African solutions for African challenges. That's the heart of the Alliance of Sahel States, a coalition born not from convenience, but from shared struggle and determination. Leaders like Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso, Assimi Goita of Mali, and General Tiani of Niger have become figureheads for this transformative vision. Rejecting the limitations of their past ties with traditional partners and blocs like ECOWAS, they have forged a bold, self-reliant path forward. The inclusion of Chad and Togo in their military operations is not a casual gesture. It reflects growing momentum and the emergence of a new regional military identity. These exercises, known as Taranacle and conducted in the Tilia region of northwestern Niger, are symbolically named Love of the Homeland. They go beyond warfare tactics. They represent trust building, experience sharing, and a new African military culture based on unity, not dependency. Soldiers from all 5 countries are training together, learning each other's strengths, and creating bonds that transcend borders. Before we continue, welcome to Pan-African Lens, where we bring the African vision to life and make African stories go global. Help us in pushing the message forward as we continue to inspire, educate, and empower. Subscribe now. Like and share our videos, and don't forget to hit that notification bell for our next videos. Now, let's continue. The relevance of this military collaboration is monumental. AES nations have realized that foreign military assistance, while helpful in the short term, often falls short in addressing root causes of instability. Such partnerships frequently come with caveats: political strings, resource deals, or economic dependence. The joint exercises are a declaration. These nations are ready to stand on their own. With Chad's highly experienced forces and Togo's strategic location and stability, the alliance has been significantly strengthened. Chad brings decades of experience in combating insurgency across the Sahel and Central Africa. Its military has a reputation for discipline and success in challenging theaters. Partnering with Chad allows AES countries to benefit from this know-how, while shoring up a critical link in the region's security chain. Togo, less affected by jihadist insurgency, nonetheless plays a pivotal role. It offers AES nations access to seaports and logistical routes, acting as a vital corridor for supplies, trade, and regional stability. More than battlefield maneuvers, these drills are about reimagining security itself. In a landscape where instability spills easily across borders, cooperation is no longer optional, it's essential. This is why interoperability, trust, and collective readiness are so important. The Taranacle exercises offer a rare chance for real-time training, coordination, and the kind of cohesion that many international coalitions never achieve. Leaders like Ibrahim Traore have been central to this transformation. Traore's leadership style is grassroots and patriotic, focused on national sovereignty and a regional identity not shaped by Western influence. His message of Pan-African unity and independence resonates deeply, especially among youth. Similarly, Assimi Goita of Mali has been a powerful advocate for greater AES cohesion and joint defense. General Tiani has provided strategic depth and logistical discipline to keep the alliance focused and functional. Chad's motivations for participating are clear. The threat of terror is immediate and dangerous. Groups from Libya, Nigeria, and the Central African Republic have posed challenges to its borders for years. Chad views the AES collaboration as a necessary shield and a chance to protect its own people. Togo's involvement, on the other hand, may surprise some, yet it is no less significant. Northern Togo has become increasingly volatile as fighters from Burkina Faso cross the border. Togo's proactive engagement is a form of preventative defense, an effort to stop insecurity before it takes root. The symbolism here is profound. For too long, Africa has been portrayed as dependent on the West for its own survival. The image of African soldiers, trained, armed, and ready, cooperating to defend their people, tells a new story. One of self-reliance, one of courage, one of determination. It challenges the decades-old narrative that solutions to African problems must come from Europe or America. But the road ahead is not without hurdles. The Sahel remains one of the world's most complex security environments. Geography, resource scarcity, and weak infrastructure pose serious challenges. Even so, these joint exercises mark a step forward, one that could inspire similar collaborations across Africa. The hope is that this military unity could evolve into political and economic cooperation as well. What begins with training could expand into a broader regional alliance, encompassing trade, intelligence, education, and even infrastructure development. The leadership shown by Traore, Goita, and Tiani is shaping not only their countries, but the geopolitical future of West Africa. Through collaboration with Chad and Togo, they are creating a new doctrine, one where African states don't wait for permission, but act in solidarity. They are rejecting the old idea that security must be outsourced, that borders must be defended by foreign forces, or that national interest must be dictated by global powers. Instead, they are defining security as something African nations can build, lead, and sustain together.